Tip number 1 is to make sure you rub Testudo's nose. It's known here at the University of Maryland that when you have an exam coming up, make sure you touch his nose so he can help you. Tip number 2 is to make sure you avoid the freshman 15 by going to the gym on campus. There are 2 gyms. If you live on the North Campus, this is the closest one to you. I recommend going. They're really nice and you don't want to gain 15 pounds your freshman year. Tip number 3 is to take advantage of all the free stuff you get on campus. You get them at sporting events, you get them when you enter your dorm hall on the week that you move in. There's so many opportunities for free stuff, so make sure you take them. Tip number 4 is to ration out your dining dollars. Depending on which dining plan you buy, depends how many dining dollars you have. Just make sure you don't spend them all in the first month because everything here on campus is expensive. Number 5 is to only shop in the clearance section at the university bookstore. Everything else there is so expensive and you should probably buy it online if you want it. If you live on the North Campus, these are the 2 closest dining halls to you. I recommend going to 251 because it is better, more fresh, and just overall a better place to eat than the diner. Tip number 7 is do not buy your books at the bookstore. You can get them so much cheaper online and you probably won't even use them. Tip number 8 is to not buy your groceries at any convenience store on campus because they are so much more expensive than outside grocery stores. Number 9 is to stock up on snacks in your dorm room. I'm going to tell you right now, you are going to get tired of the dining hall food and sometimes you just want to eat in your dorm. So make sure you have microwavable meals, snacks, whatever you want because it will get tiring. Tip number 10 is to bring extra change with you for when you do laundry. The dryers, they don't dry, so sometimes you might have to put your load in the dryer twice. As you can see here, it costs $1.50 to run the dryer for one load, but it also costs $1.50 to put your clothes in the washer for a total of $3. But sometimes you may have to run your clothes another time through the dryer, so make sure you have extra change when you come here on campus for the laundry room. Tip number 11 is to make sure you don't lose your swipe. If you live in a dorm hall, you need your swipe for literally everything, so don't lose it because it'll cost you $20 to get another one. Tip number 12 is to go to sporting events on campus, like football games, soccer games, basketball games. They're really fun and you also can get free stuff there, so I recommend going. Tip number 13 is to make sure you always wear shoes in the bathrooms, in your hallways of your dorm, because you just can't trust anything, and they're really gross, so wear shoes. Tip number 14 is to make friends with the people on your floor and to also just make friends in general. It's really important so you meet new people, and they always say the people you meet in college are going to be your friends forever. So always be talkative and be friendly to others. Finally, tip number 15 is to make sure you have fun on campus. These are going to be the best 4 years of your life, so make sure you don't just stress the entire time, but also have fun. Those are some of the tips I have for you to survive freshman year at the University of Maryland.